Shouting and full of fat. One-legged show, dance around on the stove. Pull away the scratches, so let her go. Oh honey, hail, hail, the game's all here for an Alabama true fielding. Yeah.
Langhorne Clemens was the sixth of 7 children born to John and Jane Clemens. His mother would tell him later that he came into the world with the arrival of Halley's Comet, a cosmic event that occurred every 75 years, and so she predicted greatness for her premature and sickly infant son, whose survival in those challenging times was not typical.
I was born on the 30th of November, 1835, in the almost invisible village of Florida, Missouri. The village contained 100 people, and I increased the population by 1%. It is more than many of the best men in history could have done for a town. There is no record of a person doing as much, not even Shakespeare. But I did it for Florida, and it shows that I could have done it for any place, even London, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4.
true. I'm coming, for my head is bending low. I hear the gentle voices calling, oh, let's
When Sam was 4 years old, his folks moved the family a short distance to a village nestled on the west bank of the Mississippi River, Hannibal, Missouri. The sunlit Hannibal of Sam's boyhood was a vivid little mid-continent hive of sawmills, slaughterhouses, saloons, tan yards, and sturdy row houses. It lay tucked into a floodplain between two dramatic limestone bluffs overlooking the mighty Mississippi.
Circuses passed through town in the summer, and hypnotists and minstrel shows and colourful scoundrels of all kinds alighting from the steamboats that crowded the levees.
Hannibal may have been isolated from the world, but the river brought the world to Hannibal.
In the small town of Hannibal, Missouri, when I was a boy, everybody was poor but didn't know it. And everybody was comfortable and did know it.
Here, young Sam found mischief and excitement in his surroundings. The caves, the woods, the steamboats, and the uninhabited islands in the wide, muddy river, all of which became the settings for Sam's most beloved books.
I loved to listen to the peaceful lapping of the wavelets on the shore and watch the great Mississippi, the majestic, the magnificent Mississippi, rolling its mile-wide tide along, shining in the sun.
sound is just the best for me.
Steamboats plied the Mississippi River, often stopping in Hannibal to load or unload passengers and cargo. A puff of black smoke announced their arrival long before the boats were visible.
Whenever a film of dark smoke appears in the distance, a Negro drayman, famous for his quick eye and prodigious voice, lifts up the cry, "Steamboat a-comin'!" How quickly the languid scene changes, and every house and store pours out a human contribution. The town drunkard stirs. The clerks wake up, and all in a twinkling, the dead town is alive and moving quickly towards the wharf.
Whenever a steamboat approaches, a crowd comes a-whooping and yelling and laughing and carrying on within 2 minutes.
The people fasten their eyes upon the coming boat as upon a wonder they are seeing for the first time. The boat is rather a handsome sight. She is long and sharp and trim and pretty. She has 2 tall chimneys with a fanciful pilot house, all glass and gingerbread, perched on top of the deck behind them. The paddle boxes are gorgeous, with a picture or with gilded rays above the boat's name. The decks are fenced and ornamented with clean white railings, and there is a flag flying gallantly.
Homesick and blue. There's no one around who can thrill me, but I'm all alone, longing for my Mississippi home. Way down on the Delta, on the Mississippi shore, in that muddy water, I long to be once more. When night shadows creep about and the winds will call, you can hear old Mammy shout. She says, "Come on in here all." Way down on the levee, strolling in the pale light, you can see those steamboats and fields of snowy white. It's a feeling that I can't lose. Money water gets down in my shoes when I get those Mississippi Delta blues. When I'm standing, songs, them old melodies, Swanee River and old Black Joe, the sweet magnolia floating through those trees. Way down south is where I long to go. Way down on the Delta, on the Mississippi shore. In that muddy water, I long to be once more. When night shadows creep about and the winds will call, you can hear our Mammy shout. She says, come on in here all. Way down on the levee, strolling down the pale night, you can see those steamboats in the fields of snowy white. That's a feeling I can lose. Muddy water gets down in my shoes. When I get those Mississippi Delta blues, when I tell it, when I get those Mississippi Delta